What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Week 10 drop list for Supreme's Fall/Winter 2022 season, which is set to drop this Thursday, November 3rd. So if you guys haven't seen yet, on my channel I do have videos covering the Nike collaboration and the Doughboy collaboration, which is set to drop this Thursday as well, so make sure to go check those out. And if you guys could hit that like and subscribe, it would help me out a lot. And I also make streetwear videos 2 to 3 times a week covering stuff like Supreme, Babe, and Kith drops, so if that interests you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. But anyways, getting into these pieces that we haven't talked about yet on this channel. So we're starting off with a banger here. We've got the Script Jacquard logo jacket and pants, and I think both of these are really nice. My favorite is the blue actually, which is kind of surprising, but I think that typical denim look works really well with the script on top of it, and I really like all of these colorways, to be honest. The only one I'm kind of iffy about is this gold one, but I think in the right lighting and just like once we see actual fits with it, I think I'll end up liking it. But I do like the white on top of the blue and the black. I feel like it gives a little bit of contrast, whereas the other one is more of like a tonal colorway. I'm curious to see more pictures of those, but overall I really like all of these pieces. Next we've got the Houndstooth flannel hooded shirt. I think this one is all right, especially this red colorway. I don't really love the colorways on these, and I feel like it is kind of weird to have a flannel with a hood, but I'm the guy that's always asking for pieces that have hoods, so maybe this is something that I would actually really like. It doesn't look like the flannels are as thick as I would have expected them to be, so that's kind of a drawback for me on this piece, and I don't think I would be going after this piece, but I am curious to see these once they get into people's hands and once we see some pictures of people wearing them, because I do think in the future these will be cool if they're just executed a little bit better. Next we have the Bones short sleeve top. Not too big of a fan of this one. I feel like it's kind of weird that they decided to release this the week after Halloween. I feel like this should have been like the week of or a couple weeks before, so people could have been able to get these for Halloween, but that's just my take. Then we've got the 212 crew neck. I love the image on this. It's definitely nostalgic. Takes me back to like the early 2000s. This is almost like a hardware company type of logo or something like that. Kind of makes me think of like trucks, the steel boxes on the back of trucks for some reason. I'm not sure if this logo is actually from something. I tried to look up like 212 logo to see if that meant anything, so I'm not sure if the 212 actually has any role or means anything. So if you guys know about that, let me know down below. But regardless, I really like this imagery. I really like this yellow one, but really all the colorways are pretty solid. The only one I don't love is this green one, but maybe it'll grow on me if I see more pictures of it. But regardless, I think this piece is really solid, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't typically like crew necks. Then we've got the cotton cinch pants, and these aren't terrible, but I feel like they leave something to be desired. I am not too big of a fan of these. I do like that they have the adjustable waist. I feel like that's a nice feature, and I kind of like the silhouette, but the stitching going on kind of throws me off, and I don't really like the colorways, and I feel like there should have been some sort of branding on them that was more visible. Then we've got the Heavenly beanies. I'm kind of indifferent on these. I don't mind these too much as beanies, but I do think they worked better on the shirts that they released earlier this year. Next we have the big logo beanie, and if I was in high school, I know I would be all over these pieces. These have high school me written all over them, especially the striped ones, but I do think all of these are solid, and if you need a beanie, I would pick one of these up. I can't imagine they're going to sell super quick, but they will eventually sell out, I'm sure. And I have a Supreme beanie, and it's like the only beanie I have, and it's actually pretty nice, so I would recommend getting one if you think those ones are pretty cool, which I do. Then we've got some Cordura camp caps. Don't really care. Gonna be a little bit nicer material if you like that Cordura polyester type of material, but yeah, I don't know, I don't really care for camp caps that much, and these aren't really special to me at all. Then we have the mohair crochet crusher, and I may be biased because I'm a huge fan of mohair, but I really like these hats. The shape is a little bit awkward, like thinking about me wearing this is kind of funny, but I do really like these pieces, even if this is a piece that I would just admire other people wearing. I really like the execution and just the style of this hat, so I think they did a really good job with these, but like I said, I don't know if I would be able to wear one of these. It would be interesting to try one on just to see. I feel like I would look kind of goofy in it though, to be honest. And then to wrap it all up, we've got the glitter vinyl belt. So I don't really like these. I don't think they're like offensive or super bad, but I think I typically enjoy Supreme's belts, so these ones just weren't hitting for me in comparison to the normal belts that they release. So yeah, I don't know, not terrible, not for me, but I think overall this week was actually pretty solid, and I think the Doughboy stuff was actually pretty cool. I thought there were some cool pieces in there. I am really curious to see people's opinion on the Nike shoes because they are a silhouette that people aren't super familiar with. It's the Air Max 98 TLs, which obviously people are familiar with the Air Max 98s, but the TLs are a little bit different spin on that classic silhouette. So I really am curious to see how people react to those. I don't think they're going to sell out super quick, but you never know with Supreme and Nike. It can kind of go either way. And if you guys haven't seen my videos on those, go make sure to check them out. I did a shorts video on the Nike shoes just because I felt like I could wrap that up in under a minute. So yeah, not even a minute of your time. Make sure to go check that out. And if you could hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate that. And I will be making more content like this in the future. So yeah, huge shout out to you guys if you're here, especially the repeat viewers. Shout out to 27boy, always leaving comments, and anyone else that watches my videos every single week. It means a lot to me. So yeah, huge shout out to you guys that made it this far, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.